Hello folks, it's Gameplay Horizon here and welcome back to my Eternal Evolution channel. Heroes evolve from Elite to Immortal Evolution, then to Hyper Evolution, as well as the game also evolves too, as time passes by, and there were drastic changes on which to Hyper evolve first, especially on SSS heroes. Gene Mutation Crystal 2 is the #1 scarce item in the game, in which it can be acquired from events like the Giant Tower and some cash shop events. Also, by participating in the Twilight Lands you will get 1 Mutation Crystal 2, and by completing chapters 1 to 15, you will get another one. That is how important Twilight Lands is, and I am using 99% summon a team named Anpu, Sorvaley, and Daniel with the help of Masrani and Leo, or you will have the option to use Nordthian too. I only use Prigger with Emma on stage 15-7 to defeat the Centaur, Crete, and Langle so that I can finish the whole chapter 15 in just one run, and that took me about 2 to 3 hours to finish. If you don't have hunters like Emma and Prigger, then you may need some reset of heroes to try to attack it again and again, but that is okay for beginners, and I've been through that. In the past, I couldn't finish chapter 10 in 14 days, and new players are so lucky nowadays. I will give you some idea here that if you are having difficulty in defeating enemy heroes with shields that require hunter heroes, then always be smart and use creative builds. Use Naset on your summoner heroes like Sorvaley and it works perfectly. As I said, if you skip my videos, then you may lose some vital information that you badly need to progress faster in this game. This is just a simple and low-budget channel, but the information that you will get exceeds your expectations. But of course this channel is not entertaining because my content is pointing towards tutorial and informative videos with a little critical thinking. Don't get envious of my account because this account is already nearly 11 months old and you can do better than me. In the past, we had no guide before, and unlike new players or players in the global release, they already had a guide from pioneers and beta players like me. So, enough with the drama and let's proceed to our main topic. It is quite easy to determine which SSS heroes to prioritize in Hyper Evolution. These heroes are those heroes you use more frequently in difficult game modes like Twilight Lands and in the Summit Arena. Summit Arena and Twilight Lands give the best rewards in all the game modes, so you should aim for the strongest lineup so that you can reach higher levels or defeat your opponents in order to gain rare and valuable rewards. The best heroes to prioritize first in the SSS hero Hyper Evolution are the core heroes. When we say core heroes, they are responsible for giving buffs or act as frontliners to protect their respective carry. So, they should not die early in battles because your team will lose buffs or frontliners. These are my top 5 best heroes to prioritize in Hyper Evolution, and this is in no particular order. Number 1. Anpu. Anpu is very versatile together with the summoner heroes, and it would be best if you will partner him with Sorvaley. Although acquiring Anpu and Sorvaley will cost you a lot, but the return on investment is very high because almost all game modes are dominated by summoners, especially the hard ones like Twilight Lands, Summit Arena, Crimson Rot, Dekka Reaper Boss, Guild Hunt, Ancient Altar, some soulmine chapters, and normal scenario modes. Anpu is viable. He is one of the best heroes to hyper evolve because he needs HP, defense, and attack to survive. Number 2. Daniel. The same with Anpu. Daniel is also a summoner which deals tremendous amounts of damage using his dire bear. He is the most tanky summoner hero because his jaguar is a sacrificial lamb that can be repeated until the battle ends. In most cases Daniel deals intense damage over Anpu, like in the Crimson Rot, Guild Hunt Turbine Boss, and some other game modes. Daniel has also a crowd control skill which stuns enemies in a circular area, and the longer Daniel stays in battle, the more damage you can deal and the more chances you can clear stages or win the battle. That is why Daniel should be fortified with stats, especially his attack stats, and he is an excellent candidate for Hyper Evolution. Number 3. Leo. Some players said that Leo is dead, but he is not. Leo is still the best frontline hero of all time because of his damage immunity and lifesteal. Leo is the best hero to use as a tank in higher chapters in the normal scenario mode together with Northian, in the Twilight Lands with summoners, and Soulmine, Ancient Altar, and in the Crimson Abyss boss, also with summoner heroes. It is very obvious and logical that your best tank or frontliner should be fortified with HP, attack, and defense in order for him to withstand or absorb tremendous damage coming from enemies, and he should survive as long as possible. That is why Leo is an excellent candidate for HyperEvolution. Number 4. Northian. He has been here for almost a month and Nord is showing some decent damage, decent defense in terms of damage reduction, lifesteal, and mobility. He is an energy hero, not a melee nor a ranged hero, but he is a short-range hero. He is best in tandem with Leo in the higher chapters in normal scenario, can be used also in Twilight Lands together with the Summoner team. He is also viable in the Crimson Abyss boss and dominates Crimson Rot boss. He is a monster in PvP too, and like Leo, he is also a semi-frontliner hero and he needs defense, HP, and attack, and most of his HP came from his attack. Since Nord belongs to the core heroes like Anpu, he is also an excellent choice for HyperEvolution. Number 5. Pandemonium. I'm crossing my fingers here, and I know that this seems odd and this hero will be reworked in the next update, and I am 100% sure that Pandemonium, together with the tanks, will shine someday. I chose Pandey because he is also a core hero for tanks and his HP and defense needs to be solid in order for him to stay in countless battles. This hero is excellent in PvP, and maybe he will be useful in PvE too after the revamp of his skills. I already made him to EX30 and HyperEvolution, so there is no turning back. Pandemonium already proved himself against vanguards and 50% against summoners, and let's see what's new with him after the update, and I will share it to all of you. I did not include the hero Rickard in the HyperEvolution list, although he is a core hero. There are some things missing with the Assassin team as of the moment, so we will just wait for the update if the Assassin team will have a Red Divine prototype. If you have time, kindly check the pinned message. I put an invitation link of my channel's Discord and it is growing fast as the day passes by. Anyone can join and we can talk about Eternal Evolution topics there and also gaining some friends. I hope you gained some insights in my top 5 list on which heroes to prioritize for HyperEvolution. Until then, thank you.